doing these music videos, I really take a lot of pride in doing them because that allows me to, as a musician, thrive and kind of relive these experiences that I've had as a gamer, and kind of take these experiences and turn them into something new as a musician. Being able to play this song, I feel like I replayed the game or relived that story in the game in a whole new way, a whole new outlook. So I have a whole new outlook on the game and a whole new appreciation of something you may not have thought of when playing the game, which is the composer of the game. Snatcher is a very dark game, very mysterious game. It's a combination of Blade Runner and Terminator. And the story of the game is you're this guy who's like a detective, and he's had his whole memory lost, and somehow you end up in this place called Kobe City, which is in Japan, and they're having this Snatcher epidemic. Now, as I alluded to before, there's a Terminator essence to it and a Blade Runner essence to it. So imagine identity theft, right? But instead of taking your social security number, they take your body, your personality. So basically what they do is they kill you, and they replace you with this manufactured thing called a Snatcher that has human skin on the outside but has machine on the inside. Musically, what I wanted to do with this song is I wanted to tell a story. Now I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but musically I think you can tell a story through the way that a song is composed. The reason why it's so mysterious is because it's a graphic adventure game. It's a text adventure game. So, you don't have the ability to walk around in a 3D world. The only options you have are like move, look, investigate, talk. That type of very 80s-y type of gameplay, where you were restricted to a lot of what you could do because you couldn't do a whole lot. And I think being able to use your imagination like that with the brilliant cutscenes and the great voice acting that's in conjunction with the actual gameplay, that really gives you an interesting type of adventure. So I wanted to capture that type of magic in this rendition of the song, A Night in Kobe City. Now when you first boot up the game, you're treated to this really awesome song. And the first time that I played this game, I immediately knew that I had to get my fingerprints on it. So what I did is I recomposed, rearranged everything, and got it all prepared to sound good, and then I took it to my local studio, Subcat Studios in Syracuse, New York. Great guys there. It's a Class A studio. They have a lot of clients that they work with, from the Discovery Channel, the History Channel, television networks, you name it. A lot of movies that they do, a lot of music clientele. It's a great spot if you're in the area. Now in this particular session I worked with Jeremy. Ask away. Alright, hey guys, here with Jeremy from Subcat Studios. So today we tracked two songs, Snatcher, or the title theme from Snatcher, and the Millennial Affair from Chrono Trigger. So for this behind the scenes kind of video, we just thought I'd ask you a few questions. Tell me what you do at Subcat.
Sure. I'm co-owner of the studio, and I'm also an engineer here. I'm a producer, and I make records. I record all kinds of stuff, from music to audio for TV and film to, now, my first
video game
stuff.
The clientele that you have here is really wide in variety. So like you can come to work at a studio and never know what you're doing. So that's what I find interesting about it. So
it's different every day.
Different, especially with this type of stuff. How do you feel about tracking stuff for video games? I mean, like I'm sure that's probably different, right?
I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed this session, and it was a unique experience for me.
Yeah,
sure, especially growing up playing a lot of these games.
Yeah, of course.
The music is just classic.
As far as gear goes, I mean, people interested in gear, what type of program are you using? What type of board? I mean, that type of stuff. I love all that type of stuff.
Sure. Well, we recorded into Pro Tools today, but I'm a big analog guy as well. So we used Neve 1073 mic preamps to record through, as well as a couple other cool pieces of gear like Universal Audio 1176s, a pair of distressors. We had some pretty cool mics out in the live room today. We had Neumann KM 184s as the overheads, and a iFET 7 on the kick drum. So it's a pretty good fat kind of classic kick drum sound.
Now with the kit, that's a Tama Star Classic? Is that what that is?
It's an Art Star.
Art Star 2.
Yep.
Yeah, the Tama drums. Every time I've come here and I've tracked in the past, I've used the same kit, and it's just such a great sounding kit.
Ours are tuned for recording, right? And they're
Yeah.
played every day. So they're tuned. We always have new heads on them, we take good care of them.
Yeah.
We've had that kit a long time. It's really broken in.
Yeah.
There's no squeaks or rattles or extra
No.
noises or anything like that
No.
because we've worked them all out and it's ready to go every day.
Yeah.
You can bring your drums, just, we're going to find, if there's any issues in them, we're going to find them.
Yeah, I mean, using the studio kit is great. I mean, it's a great kit, it's a great room. I love the studio. Subcat Studios in Syracuse, guys, if you're ever in the upstate New York area or kind of tri-state area and you're looking for a really Class A studio to go to, highly recommend Subcat Studios. If you're looking for an engineer-producer, definitely recommend Jeremy. Otherwise, thanks for watching this little behind the scenes, and see you again soon.